Hello everybody and welcome back to a new round of Let's Play Project Ascension. Thanks for joining me today. As you can see, we have the facecam going, so if you are bothered by that, maybe take a little sticky note and glue it over the right screen. Other than that, I hope you had a great weekend. Glad you are joining me, and thanks for all the support. Like, it's overwhelming. As soon as I log in, instant whispers, instant mail, stuff like that, so huge thanks. Also, like in the comments, much appreciated. But I would say without further ado, let's jump right in. Also, a quick shout out to Extreme Dwarf. He's going to start streaming and it's playing Ascension, so pay his channel Extreme Live a visit. I will probably link it down in the description, so if you're interested in Ascension related content, then I would recommend you to check out his work. So as you might have noticed, we are in Stonetalon currently, and the reason for that is that we did a few more quests in the Barrens, realized, okay, they are a bit high level right now, and so I kind of went on, searched for another questing area, and although I have to say, Stonetalon isn't really my favorite kind of questing hub, it's still quite okay, and it was near, so I just switched over, and now we are going to do not much, but a few quests around here, and then probably move on to Ashen Vale or like do the last remaining quests around the south area. Okay, this sorcerer has a hunter's mark, and that makes me a bit paranoid right now. I'm not too sure if someone is around, if that's like a display bug, but I guess I have to be a bit more careful around here. The careful viewer might have spotted a slight difference to our build, and indeed there's one switch up, and that is the flesh heal from the paladin tree. One of the best heals in the game probably, and the reason why I went with that is, yeah, first of all, there was another vibe, like a reset, thanks to some balance changes, etc. Otherwise I would have just sticked with the heal over time. And to be honest, there are a few arguments to be made for the heal over time, but just for the sake of switching things up again a bit, and also that I really like flesh heal, like it's one of my favorite healing spells. Like in terms of efficiency, it's also one of the best. It has a really short cast time, and for that cast time it has a good amount of heal, and also the mana cost isn't that high. I would argue that for a build like this, it can be very beneficial to really keep moving, and for that to have a heal over time that keeps going. Other than that, like I think in every late game, in every decent heal kind of spec, you probably will have a flash heal just because it's very efficient, very powerful, but you might want to give up this efficiency just being able to keep running. Like, it has a 1.2 cast time, which is super quick, but it's still a cast time. So maybe you want to just give that one up and just take a regeneration, maybe even a renew, and then have a bit of a better synergy with a build like this, just as a short side note. There are two other people around right now, and that's a bit scary. In the Barrens we were pretty much the high end of levels, 21, that's, yeah, let's say until level 24, 25. Usually that's the latest level in the Barrens. And since we are now in Stonetalon, this is kind of the middle, maybe even more to the low end of things. So people can be around level 26, 27 here, and oh, there is one. 27, there we go. But apparently he's not hostile. I think I would lose items to him, I'm not too sure. Maybe he will be nice. In case you don't speak German, I mean, why would you? Pretty much means as much as the death, like his name, so it's a bit intimidating. Okay, apparently there's no need to be scared. Seems like a chill dude who actually wants to give me stuff. Disappointed! So that's really nice. In case you're watching, maybe don't even know that this is live or anything. Thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I'm pretty good right now. Like, I have a pretty good amount of gear at the moment. It's a very nice sword though, like for Sinister Strike builds. Top notch. Another really nice thing is the amount of people I'm currently walking into. I probably shouldn't talk about it too much, because then I'm going to jinx it and I'm going to get corpse ganked for the rest of the episode. Yeah, actually, yeah, I probably should really just stop talking about it. And there we go, level 22, which means another ability An ability I'm really not too sure about yet. I've been thinking about aimed shot from the hunter tree, but maybe I will just go for something completely different. I will have to think about this for a second. I'm currently thinking about Blessing of Wisdom or Water Shield, something that gives me back mana. I'm not really in need of mana at the moment, but that is because I'm very conservative with it. Like, I barely use my Frost Shock, and I think in PvP encounters I really need a lot more. But like for PvE it's just like auto shot right now, because that's pretty much enough with some quick shots. So yeah, maybe I should still go for something that helps me to manage my mana a bit better. It's the time again where I simply can't decide. I mean, PvE wise I'm very well set right now, and only for PvP, I mean, I have a blink, I have a fear, and I have a slow. So I guess if we have to fight, then I'm okay-ish. And it's just like I just feel very comfortable right now. I feel very confident in my capabilities PvE wise. So I really don't know, like, it's pretty much, it sounds a bit braggy, but thanks to all the generous donations, like in terms of items, and since I also feel pretty strong about this build, it's like in terms of leveling, it's almost like a hunter build. I'm really not too sure what to get right now. The thing about Blessing of Wisdom is that I would rather have a Blessing of Might for me and my Raptor. The thing about Water Shield is that I barely get hit, and I only would profit from the passive mana regeneration, which is okay, but I guess like 2 ability essences this early on in the game might be better spent elsewhere. I'm just not too sure where yet, because then again, Aspect of the Viper also seems a bit overkill, you know. But yeah, I guess I can leave this up for the next episode, and maybe for you to decide if you think I should prepare myself a bit more for PvP, and that means getting maybe another slow, getting disengaged, maybe even from the hunter to jump away, or if I should stack up on buffs to just overall increase my uptime, to increase my, well, power, my overall power level. It's up to you. I think I will just wait with getting, or like with spending the ability essence in this video, and you just tell me next episode, or like you tell me after this episode, what should I get for the next one. Don't forget that there are around like 3 quests for this area, and make sure to pick them up immediately so that you don't have to come back into this spider infested cesspool. It's a pretty nice quest hub, and very well scripted on the server too. Usually if you open the X, not much happens, you just get your loot, and then that's about it. On this server though, they managed to script it in the way that first the hatchlings will spawn. If you kill them, the matriarch will come, and that's something I've never seen on another private Warcraft Lich King server so far. So I'm going to tip my imaginary hat to the kind sirs of the Ascension development team. I don't know about you guys, but I've never been a big fan of the goblin or gnome themed areas in World of Warcraft. I mean, not only design wise, but also like in a sense of difficulty. If it's widespread like here at the Black Wolf River in Stonetalon, then I guess it's okay. They tend to run from time to time, sometimes they won't even, but usually like humanoids like this, they really like to run, and that's especially true for those buggers in Stranglethorn Vale. Like, I think the goblins in Stranglethorn Vale are one of my most hated enemies in all World of Warcraft. Especially the ones that tend to spawn those little mechanical, I don't know, reavers. You know what I mean, I think. The engineers or mechanics, whatever they are called, they can be a pain. And they are so clumped up together, I don't even know. Like, it's very annoying. Is there a certain race or theme in World of Warcraft that you don't like at all? Then I would like to know. Like, I know for a fact that goblins and gnomes are probably amongst the least popular, but maybe you have something different. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're insane and you don't like trolls or something like that.
Then please leave the channel.
No, but seriously, would be interested. Like, what do you think, design-wise, or maybe even balancing-wise, is one of the worst experience of your World of Warcraft career or playtime? By the way, if that other spider place is a bit too crowded for you, this one here is a little bit better. There are also a bunch of eggs around here, and, well, venom spitters. and other kinds of spiders. The thing is, like, you can also do the quest I was talking about earlier. You can do 2 of them around here. Maybe the other one is also a bit too crowded for you. And yeah, just as a short side note, End of Reckoning has been great so far. It's one of those skills I really did not regret picking up. Great finisher, I can use it almost all the time. Only 13 mana, about 100 damage. In terms of mana and efficiency, this is one of the best things you can get. And there's another enemy. Okay. Not too sure if he didn't see me or if he's also like friendly. Like, I really have to say it again, since I'm going to end this episode very soon. And I'm about to head to an inn. Like in the past few episodes, this has been great. Like, really, thank you guys so much, like community-wise. All the support, I cannot stress this out enough. It's been a blast doing the series, and not to get corpse ganked is just, it's amazing. Like, it makes my life so much easier. And on top of that, like, getting items, getting tips, getting requests for dungeons, all that stuff. Huge thanks, really. So yeah, I guess it's also like a good point to say goodbye right here. We made some okay-ish progress. We are halfway through with Stonetalon Mountain. I think I'm going to go back to Barrens after handing in those 2 quests. Then we should be around level 23, and then I can finish the Barrens. Maybe look for some dungeons. I had some recommendations today when I logged on earlier, but I didn't have too much time, so I sadly had to decline. But I'm going to look out for more dungeons in the next few episodes, so that we can also have a bit of that experience in this Let's Play. I think that's very important. I've been rambling on way too long already, and thanks again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a great evening, and until next time. Bye, guys.
That's